It's bedtime story time! Learn to love to read with Dr. Marcela Frausto every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Hi everyone, here we are Wednesday of spring break. I hope everybody's enjoying their spring break. I know some of your kiddos are in intersession. We got to keep up those good grades. So if you're in intersession, I hope you are getting smart. Those of you that are already on your little spring break vacations, I hope you're enjoying it and staying safe. So we're gonna, but it's always Wednesdays and you know it's always a time for a book. So we're gonna read a little book today called I Love You Nose, I Love You Toes by Davick. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, I love you nose and I love you toes. Over here. Okay. Oops, hang on, I skipped a page. Okay, here we go. I love you hair upon my head, straight or curly, brown or red, long or short, or blonde or black. If you're cut off, you will come back. I love you eyebrows, eyeballs too. I like to show nice things to you. I love you nose, though there's no doubt that when you sneeze, some stuff comes out. Achoo! Oh, look at all that. I love you forehead. I love you temples. I love you cheeks. I love you dimples. I love you ears. I love you chin. I love you freckles. I love you skin. I love you neck. I love you chest. I love you nipples, east and west. Wait, there's a third. That can't be right. Oh, it's a big mosquito bite. Hee hee. I love you ribs, my tickle zone. I love you arms and funny bones. Ha ha. I love you hands. I love you hips. I love you thumbs and fingertips. I love you tummy. What's the chance that we could have a belly dance? I love you back. You're out of sight. Can almost hug you, but not quite. I love the parts my friends don't see, the parts that poop, the parts that pee. I love you legs. I love you knees. You sit down and stand up for me. I love you ankles, love you feet, toes, you're good enough to eat. Be careful, body. Whoa, beep, beep. Make sure to look before you leap. Oh, we fell. But scratches, bruises, come what may, I'll still love you anyway. And at the end of every day, there's something that I like to say. Good night, eyelids. Good night, nose. Good night, fingers. Good night, toes. Body, you're the one for me. If not for you, yawn. Where would I be? That is Love You Nose and I Love You Toes. Mom, about 18 months of age, which is going to be, you know, a little, about 1.5 years of age, your kids start actually learning different body parts. And that's one of the questions I'll ask sometimes. Does your child know where your nose is? Do they know where the ears are? This is a little book to help you with that. But this is actually, this is a developmental stage that we want the kids to learn about. They're learning nose, ears, they can point, where's their eyes. About 18 months is when we start doing that. So you want to start kind of working on this, maybe about 15 months. Oh, look at that. We're going to wash your toes. We're washing your hair. All these little things. Just like we always tell you to improve on language, you're always repeating things. Look at the kitty cat, or, they find something of interest. Oh, what's Elmo doing in the book? Now, so we're going to start identifying themselves. Where's Elmo's ears? Where's Elmo's nose? Where's your nose? Where's your ears? These are developmental skills that we need to learn. And also, it gives us a nice way to kind of segue in about some kids about 18 months to 2 years now do start getting an interest in potty training. So now they know, you can tell, and you teach them appropriate names for their body parts. And we got to go poop, we got to clean your bottom, things like that. So they can, now we're making that transition into toilet training. We got to put your clothes on. Give me your foot. Give me your other foot. Pull your pants up your legs. Put your socks on. Things like that. About 18 months old, they're pulling them off their toes, their feet, their socks off their feet. And then we're starting to put our clothes on. So this is a good way to introduce the body parts to the kids. But we're working on a bunch of other different skills at the same time. So this is a fun little book that you can use to teach those skills. Because sometimes I do have some kids that are not aware of eyes, nose, ears, toes, things like that. So we want to start those, and it is a part of it, actually developmental, so they can identify in one, their little character. Oh, where's Mama's nose? Where's your nose? Where's Kitty Cat's nose? Things like that. But getting those are interactive. We are learning who they are as themselves. And we want to teach them appropriate names for their body parts as well. But then we're making those transitions when we start going to toilet training, dressing, what's appropriate, what's inappropriate. Kind of, people are, because this is an area that is a private area, and if, like Mom and Dad, when I examine some of the kids, I always say, I need to take a look at your private area. Mom is here. No one's supposed to look there. No one's supposed to look except for a mama to help clean you up and a doctor to make sure you're okay. We want to teach them appropriate, what parts are appropriate for others to look at and when they're not to look at. And that's what we start. We start with these things. Starts with just identifying body parts. What is this? This is your bathing suit area. This is the part that no one's supposed to see. This is your chest. These are your private areas that we're going to start with those proper terminology. And the kids are not, because some kids can get very overwhelmed, but you started easy at 18 months. We started identifying body parts. So save this little story so you can review that a little bit later with your children. I know you're on spring break, so some of you may want to review this a little bit later. But it's a good little book. Once again, it's from the public library, so you can always check it out, but you can always save this video instead. Some of you folks, I know you've had your spring break is this week and next week. You have 2 weeks. If by chance you're going to be out of town, you maybe have forgotten that you have an appointment with us, please let us know. Give us a call ahead so we can reschedule that visit for you. Because I'm sitting here waiting for you. And then if you're in Disneyland, I'm not going to see you. So please give us a call. If you remember, oh my gosh, we have an appointment for next Thursday, please give us a call. We can reschedule. We'll be happy to reschedule for you so you can enjoy your spring break, enjoy your vacation. But we don't want to wait too long. Give us a call so that we can schedule, because if you wait too long, sometimes we're starting to get the end of school year. But if it's going to be for the upcoming school year, the checkups, we need to get that in, because as the summer comes, it gets much more hectic around here. So we want to be proactive. Please just give us a call if we do need to reschedule. We have no problems doing that. We want to make sure everybody gets accommodated for. All right? You all enjoy the spring break, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.